about to wait no longer. We can't wait no longer, man. It's long overdue. Y'all see what's going on today. We back again with the same 24 podcasts. I told y'all from the bottom of my heart, we might pause here, we might pause there, but we won't stop. I'm going to keep on bringing the heat, and I won't stop until I get to the top. When I get to the top, I still won't stop. Y'all see who I got in here today with me, one of the big time long head huncho grinders, man. Mr. Howard Lasby, aka CEO Big Daddy's a Big Daddy Real Shack. What's going on with you, brother?
Like much partner, what's going on?
Yes, sir.
Oh shit, it from taking losses, yeah, I'm on my bullshit, yeah. The bullshit, yeah. The bullshit, it from taking losses.
Slipping on rules in the house of blues. I'm going back to Cali. Yes, sir. What's going on with you, brother?
Like much partner, what's going on?
Yes, sir. Glad to have you on today, man. Glad to have you on.
Glad to be here.
Yes, sir, man. We're going to get straight to it. So for some people right now, somebody just tuned in from South Carolina, they ain't never heard of Big Daddy's Real Shack. They ain't never heard of Howard. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So who is that when you explain yourself to somebody who asks who you are and what you do?
Who is Howard?
Mm-hmm.
Howard is father of 4, 3 girls, 1 boy.
Mm-hmm.
He's a husband.
Okay.
He's a hard worker.
Okay.
Provider.
Go ahead then.
Right.
Go ahead.
You know, Howard do everything he's supposed to do.
Uh-huh.
Big Daddy a grinder.
Okay.
It's an alter ego.
Gotcha.
Right? Big Daddy a hustler.
You better come on.
Big Daddy been getting it for a long time by any means necessary. Ain't always been right.
Uh-huh.
For the right reasons.
Yes, sir.
But it ain't always been right. But we're on the right side.
Mm-hmm.
And that's who Big Daddy is. Big Daddy get out there and get it. By any means, he gonna get it.
Uh-huh.
He gonna work hard for it. He gonna stand behind it.
Uh-huh.
He a man of his word by all means.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, that's who Big Daddy is, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let's talk a little bit about this whole Real Shack thing, man. Like, what's going on? You just woke up overnight one night and said, doing my reels good? Or
Nah.
How this Big Daddy Real Shack thing really started?
It's been a long time coming.
Mm-hmm.
Something I've been working on for years. Didn't know it was gonna turn into anything, but I enjoyed it.
Uh-huh.
I would find myself outside for 5 or 6 hours
Good God.
cooking and not even worried about how long I've been outside, not worried about anything, any problems in the world, just enjoying cooking.
Right.
Being out in nature. Then, not only that, I enjoyed seeing people eat my food and enjoy it. As you know, you've been one of them.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to stop right there.
On the receiving end.
Before I go, it's probably been about 5 or 6 years now. You know, I coached his son a while back, and he invited us over during a holiday or something one day. And
yeah.
he's like, man, you know I cook, man. You come on over and get a plate. You know us growing up with the area we come from, we always get invited over somewhere. You know, the food be all right.
Yeah.
But when I went over to Big Daddy house and I got a plate over there, I've been coming back for years for a consecutive plate, man. Hey, it's on a whole nother level, man. And on top of that, they always show me hospitality, man. So, yo, go ahead, man. Keep telling.
I'll go even further than that. That time when I invited the football family to my house, that was on purpose. Okay, yeah, it was about fellowship, yes. But it was also about to see y'all reaction when you taste that food.
Right.
It was because the reaction don't lie. Words can lie, right? Words can tell you anything. But that look on your face when you bite into something don't lie. And the response from you, from Bobo, from the other people
Yes,
who were there, told me a lot, because this ain't my
family.
My family with my blood. These are people that I've known for a couple years. I invited them to my home and they love the food. And since then have been loyal customers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so like I said, it's that reaction that on somebody's face. You know what I'm saying? Whatever face they make tell you whether something good or not. Words is one thing, but that reaction you can't lie. You can't hide.
Hey, so let me ask you this, Howard. For a lot of people right now in business or thinking about getting into business, how important is it to make sure you treat your customers right and make sure that they're satisfied so they can keep on coming back?
Oh, it's first and foremost. Customer service, customer satisfaction means everything. For one, you want that repeat customer, right? And if you even if you have bad food, if you treat them right, or excuse me, if you have a bad product, period, if you treat them right, they'll give you good input so that you can do better, right? But if you have good food and bad customer service, they're not coming back.
Right.
People don't want to deal with a-holes. Can we cuss?
Man,
Well, they don't want to deal with assholes. I'm just gonna tell you, people don't want to work for their hard-earned money. Come spend $15 for a plate. Some people have to work a whole hour, maybe even 2 hours to make $15. And you expect them to spend their money with you, and you giving them your butt to kiss? No, it don't work like that.
Absolutely.
Be nice to the people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be courteous. You know what I'm saying? And just being a good person, period, will take you a long way, whether you're in business or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So customer service, that goes a long way. That has to be at the top. Like, excuse me. No one will work for me with a bad attitude. Period. And that's something me and my wife talked about. Me and my the people who have helped me, like my mother's helped me, aunts and stuff like that. No one with a bad attitude, I just can't, family or not, we can't deal with that because for one, you're turning that customer away. When you turn that customer away, you turn money away.
That's right.
And we're all in this to make money, you know? So, of course, yeah, I want to feed people. I want to see their reaction, but I want to make money too.
Okay.
I can't do that if we turn the people around because we got a bad attitude.
Gotcha, man. That's really real, man. We go a lot of places every day, and like it was at my old job, one of my managers used to say, you know, if you do good to a customer, it'll barely get to the next person they know about that you did good. But the second you do bad, it done went through the whole city. So
get the city, it's on social media.
Yeah.
And that's going, if it's bad enough, you're going viral. So you gotta treat people right.
Yeah.
And that's just in life, period. Treat people right. You treat people the way you want to be treated, everything will work itself out.
So just getting into this thing, man. With you, of course, I'll say you right in the middle of the old school. Slack you a little bit on the new school area. You got kids in the new school, so you really know how it's going. But I'm pretty sure, like coming from your times, I'm pretty sure that your parents or your support system back then, the mentality was, you need to get a job, a good job. Then you can go that route, work a good job, and stay there for 30, 40 years, and then retire and get a pension. As you come up a little bit, it started changing to go to school, and get your degree. So how was that right now coming up and with your mentality right now as you transpiring over to the Big Daddy Rib Shack?
I can tell you growing up, we weren't, not faulting my parents by no means, because they did the very best they could for me. I never wanted for anything, right? Never wanted for anything. And I sure didn't need for anything because my parents, they took care of that. But we weren't taught to go to college. It was more about
good job.
Get a good job. And so nowadays, it's what college are you going to? Not are you going to college, but what college are you going to? So that is the difference. But what I learned was my dad, right? My mom worked hard forever, but my daddy owned his own business. To this day, he still does. My dad owned his own business, right? He was a brick mason. I got a taste of that when I was young. I think I was around 23, 24. I went to work for him, right? And through that, I gained a lot of freedom. You know, just the freedom of, if I didn't want to go that day, I didn't have to go that day. But I'm going to go because I got bills, I got responsibility. But there's nobody telling me, if you don't come to work, you're going to get fired. You get what I'm saying? So I gained a lot of freedom. And just ever since then, and like I said, I started working for him, I was like 24. I worked with him for about 7 or 8 years until the housing economy got real bad around the Bush era and everything went down. So then I went and got my own job. I went and got CDLs and so I could make the money that I needed to make.
Right.
I came up with another business, a small car wash business, and it was a mobile car wash business. Me and a good friend of mine, shout out Tremaine. That business was really more about learning business for me. Did I want to wash cars the rest of my life? No. But there was a void, and I filled it. There wasn't really anybody doing it in the area at that time. There was one other person doing it. And so I went out there and I did it, right? But it was really more about learning people, how to deal with people, you know what I'm saying? Learning customer service, right. And just learning how to run business. So I did that. And but just transitioning into Big Daddy Rib Shack, it was more of, I love doing it, so I'm not working. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
I'm putting in work, I'm putting in sweat, I'm putting in tears, I'm putting in a lot. But when I'm in that zone, I don't even know that I've been going for 16 hours and I ain't even ate yet. I don't even know, because I'm just in that zone enjoying what I'm doing. I don't even know that my feet hurting until I stop. I don't even know my back, my whole body hurting until I stop. And it's time to clean up. You know, that part, I don't enjoy that part, but it's part of it. But I enjoy it so much. So it was like, once you start getting that response from people, then you say, okay, I'm known around here. Let's put it on Facebook. I'm selling plates. And when you sell 100 plates out your back door in an hour and a half, you're getting a good response from people. Right. You know what I mean? And now when they start inboxing you, when you gonna do it again? So when you start getting that, it's like, you know what, maybe I can turn this into a real thing. It's, good support, people, believing in me, and here we are.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Almost there.
Yes, sir, for sure. Any day now. Any day.
Oh, it's coming.
For people who, let's just say cooks or somebody who want to get into this avenue right here, that want to know a little bit about your preparation before you do a big plate sale or event. What's that preparation like?
Oh man, it's nerve-wracking sometimes, but it's necessary. You have to do a lot of homework when it comes to cooking. A lot of homework. You have to. I study all the time, whether it's YouTube, people who do the same thing that I do. Right. I follow them, and I just see how they move and what they're doing, and you have to be a student. You can't never think you know everything about what you're doing. You can always learn from someone else who's been doing it longer. But man, it's work. It's work. I tell anybody, you have to absolutely love what you do when you're doing what I do. You have to absolutely love it, because it's work. I mean, I put 6 hours into my reels. I put another 10 into my pulled pork.
Good God, man.
You see what I'm saying? It's work. Yeah. It's work. And you have to love it, and you have to just get out there and do it. It ain't gonna do itself. Anything worth having is working for.
Yeah, for sure. It takes hard work, man. Especially when you're trying to do something great, especially when you're trying to bring a service, to the people, man. So
I get a lot of people who, when they find out that I have a food trailer, right? And they're like, yeah, man, I'm gonna get me a food trailer. But what they don't realize is that I've been working toward this food truck for 5 years. 5 years. Before I even perfected what I'm doing with the Big Daddy Rib Shack, before the name was ever created, I was studying and learning the food truck business. And people think that it's as simple as buying a food truck and selling your food. That is so far-fetched. This process is just like owning a real restaurant. It's like owning a real restaurant. It's a real process that you have to go through. Now, once you go through it, you're good. You know what I mean? You're good once you go through it, but you have to go through that process. It's not as simple as having the money, buying it, and hey, we're selling food. It's not that simple. Not that simple. Now if you're trying to do it, legit. Right. It's not, it's not that simple.
So, biggest advice since you stepped into, okay, I'm about to do this with my food. What's the biggest advice you got so far?
Advice from other people or just from what I've learned?
From what you learned, thing that helped the most.
I'll tell you what helped the most? My wife. Yeah. Her support, just being there and just being that person I can vent to, that person I can tell my ideas to, and sometimes just listening. She should just listen and don't say anything. I have to make sure she, hear me sometimes, like, because she may not respond. She's like, I'm just listening to you, but having her makes it easier. It's hard to do what I do without support. It's hard. At first, she didn't really understand. She didn't see the vision, right? She didn't see the vision until we did my first plate sale, right? She been working on her macaroni for a long time too, not knowing why she was working on it.
That's crazy.
Right?
That's
not
crazy.
Knowing why she was working on it, but that's how God is, right? So she perfected that. I'm perfecting my end. We put it out there, and then we started getting messages about her macaroni. Damn the ribs.
Yeah.
It's macaroni. Right? And so then she was bought in. She was just like, she came and thanked me for making her a part of my vision.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? It was like, babe, I knew you wanted to do the business and I was gonna support you either way, but I really didn't understand what you were seeing. She didn't see the picture that I was drawing for. You see what I'm saying? Once she started doing something, and not saying that she don't have purpose, but it gave her even more. You know what I'm saying? And she was just like, I'm all in, babe. Whatever you want to do, I'm all in. And so then we started, I told her, I said, every side has to pop. Right. Every side has to pop. It can't just go on the plate because, hey, we just gonna give them some baked beans or some green beans.
You get that too, though, Al. Like when
you get people who just take, and I ain't, talking about nobody or nothing. I'm just saying, you get people who they hustlers, right? They doing it for a hustle instead of doing it for passion, right? I want you to eat them baked beans and be like, damn. I want you to try to figure out what's in them, right? Yeah. We did an event in Grovetown about a year ago. Actually, it was a year ago. It was in October at Uchi Creek Elementary, and a white guy walked up to us and said, I don't know who cooked them green beans. Now, these are green beans, man. Right? He said, I don't know who cooked them green beans, but it tastes like something somebody's grandmama made. I'm talking about green beans. He didn't come
all the things.
Out of everything we served, he didn't say nothing about no chicken, no pulled pork, no ribs, no mac. This man came up and taught us about green beans. That means they're good. And that's what you want. You got to put good stuff out all the time. You know what I mean? So you got to put that same love in your food every time. The money gonna come.
For sure.
The money gonna come. Fill that plate up, right? Fill that plate up. Take the time to prepare and get that food the way you want it every time. Don't just drop them things out the beans and put it out the can and put no heat on it. Put some love into them.
Yes, sir.
And like they said, well, if you build it, they'll come.
Yeah.
You cook that shit right. They coming. They coming.
Oh man, for sure. So a lot of people probably don't know. So you just got a food truck?
Yeah, got a food trailer.
Food trailer. Basically
the same thing, but yeah, food trailer.
Yeah. So where you see yourself going with this whole thing?
Oh man. In a few years, I can see myself owning 3.
Wow.
At least 3 food trailers. And I would like to have a set schedule to where each trailer would be from 11 to 2. They'll be in different parts of whether Thompson, Columbia County, Augusta, but you'll know where we'll be from the website, through social media. You'll know where we'll be and when we'll be there. One huge kitchen to cook all the food, 3 trucks to go out and sell the food.
Wow.
That's the plan. Still thinking about my own restaurant and still those trucks going out.
Wow.
But you know, we got a crowd before we walk, so we're gonna get this one going.
Absolutely.
And see where it takes us. But I think it's gonna be good. We done put a lot of work into it. Me, my wife, my dad, one of my cousins, Shar. I mean, they've been so much help through this process.
Sure.
I mean, so much help through this process, man. It's ridiculous, man. The love is real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The love is real. You gotta have that help though. It's hard to do all that by yourself.
Hey,
it's hard.
Like I say, man, one of the best quotes I ever heard, and it ain't been long ago since I heard it. They say, if you want to go fast, go by yourself.
Okay.
But if you want to go far, go with a team.
Say that.
Huh?
Say that.
That's one of the hardest things I heard, man.
Gotta preach.
So for the people, like I said, this stuff gonna be on YouTube. All that coming real soon. For the people who coming out of California, people who coming out north, and they just somehow end up in Georgia around the Augusta area, and they heard about the Big Daddy's Rib Shack. What actually is on the menu of Big Daddy Rib Shack? What's that? First of all, let's talk about these ribs. What's that flavor you get? You know, when you bite down into these ribs, man.
Ooh, man. You tell me. you eat them more than I do.
Hey, man.
Well, you know what? It's like just a lot of love. Cooking with love, man. I mean, cooking with love, cooking with time, just taking my time and getting it right. It's been a few times that I've cooked and I wanted to speed the process up. I wanted to do this, and I wasn't happy. I was worried if they were gonna turn out right. And I told my wife, I said, you know what? Never again. I'm not changing the way I do stuff to save time. I'm gonna get my ass up early enough and do it so I got time.
And do it right.
Do it right. And you know what I mean? When you bite into the ribs, I mean, I don't cook for no competition. I cook to make you happy when you eat my food. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what you're gonna get, man. Every time you shop with Big Daddy's Rib Shack, I can tell you right now, it's gonna be my grandma. She probably ain't got no teeth, but she can eat these ribs.
Better believe.
You know what I'm saying? They tender. It's a great flavor, and trust me, you're gonna want some more once you done taste them, man. They do a great job. Food is well prepared on the plate. Ain't no juice dripping. You know how important is the presentation of the plate, man? Let's get down and dirty here today, man.
Why does presentation matter? Because people eat with their eyes. People eat with their eyes. You can put something together that look like crap, but tastes good. But nobody gonna find out because they don't want to eat it because it don't look right. It may be the best meal you would ever eat in your life, but you'll never find out because it looked like shit. Yeah. So ain't nobody gonna eat it. So people first eat with their eyes. So the presentation definitely matters. You know, like the way we put the ribs in the box. Why would I put it down with the meat side down and you're looking at the bone? No, I want to look at the bone. They want to see what they about to bite into. Man. So you place them in there right. You know what I'm saying? If you put the baked beans in there and you drip some up, you take a paper towel and wipe that off. It only takes 2 seconds out your day to wipe that off. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you
dang, bro.
Presentation matters.
People eat with their eyes.
They eat with their eyes. You gonna look at it before you put it in your mouth. So you eating with your eyes. People eat with their eyes. Wow. That's how they choose what they want. You know, think about it. You can go to a car lot. It may be a 2021 something over here, but it's dented up or something. But the molding they're the best one out there. I guarantee you'll take that 2012 with a nice paint job because your eyes see that paint first. When your eyes see that food, you know what I mean?
That's for real.
Yeah, it's presentation matters.
Presentation matters.
It matters.
Yeah.
I see people that put their food on social media. Man, when I put my food on social media, I probably took 12 pictures of it before I get the right one. Because the lighting and everything matters. And I see people put their stuff on. I'm like, man, I know the food good, but it don't look good. Mm-hmm. Get your better phone. Do something. Get your pictures right because social media will help you. With with your business, it'll help you big. And those pictures matter. Right. Those pictures really matter. Right. Presentation matters, man.
ASAP, man, for real.
Yeah.
So take us back right here to your first plate sale. Mm-hmm. Take us back to even when you thought about doing the first plate sale. When you thought about, baby, we about to put a price on this stuff. Mm-hmm. It's time. Take us back to that thought process of getting to there where you really take that faith out and then go along with the plate sale and just talk about that first plate sale.
Well, the way I did it, well, I learned from my partner, mama, Miss Drusilla's store. Mm-hmm. Great lady. She taught me about how to sell your food. You know, what percentage you're supposed to get, the amount you're supposed to give out, you know, how much you got to put in the plate to make sure you're making your money back. You know, to make sure you're making what you're supposed to make. And that's including the plates, the spoons, and your aluminum foil, your seasoning. You make sure everything in that plate is covering what it's supposed to cover. So that's how you charge accordingly. Mm-hmm. But social media, man. I put it out there on social media, and I said pre-order, and I said cash out. Plate's gonna be made first. So when you're doing a plate sale and you're selling 100 plates and 82 of them already paid for before they even get there, don't worry about the rest. We done made the money. You know what I'm saying? We done made it. So yeah, that's the way we did now. You know, going forward with the food trailer, of course, it's gonna be different. We're gonna be open to the public. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It ain't gonna be just pre-order. It ain't gonna be no pre-orders. It's gonna be first come, first serve. So, but you have to build up to that.
Right.
You got to build that clientele up to be able to step out there and do that. You know, it don't happen overnight.
Don't happen overnight.
No, don't happen overnight. Sure. But yeah, you just have to prep for it, and that's how I did it. You know, that's what worked for me. You know, we did good. And it's been almost as good, if not better, almost every time. Yep. Almost every time.
You told me different clientele.
And it's different people. Yeah. It's different people, like, man. And you know what? And I gotta say this. You can support people without buying food from them. Hit the share button. It don't take long. I don't hit the share button on people I don't even like, because guess what? That's how they feed their family. Mm-hmm. So I ain't gonna say I don't like, but maybe I don't talk to. You know, I don't even know them that well. But I see that they offering a product. I say, hey, share it. I got a whole 2,600 friends over here on Facebook that'll get to see it. You may not have a 300 or something. I don't know. But now it's another whole avenue of people who get to see it just because I hit the share button. Oh, I'm supporting your business. I'm supporting your business by hitting that share button. Now, yeah, I can support you even better by buying a plate. But let's say if I buy one plate for $12 and I don't hit the share button. But if I hit the share button and 10 people buy a plate because I hit that share button, which one you rather have? That's all. I try to support. I try to hit the share button every time I stroll by and somebody's selling something. Right. Now, if I know it ain't no good, I might not. You know?
I got you,
man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my name tagged.
You don't snap anything.
Yeah, but you know, I try to. You know, you gotta support people, man, because I have a lot. Like, okay, I just put where we passed inspection on Facebook. Man, I got like 49 shares. I ain't even worried about how many people hit the like button. When you hit that share button, every one of those people who hit it, all of their friends are seeing it. Mm-hmm. So instead of the 400 or 500 people who liked it, man, it's another 30,000 people who might have saw that we're legit now. You know what I mean? So that's shared, support, man. Support what people doing.
Absolutely got you on there.
Yep.
Right here, man. You thinking about as far as a YouTube channel, or you thinking about teaching like courses or something on how to, get these reels up to par or showing something? I know you be watching YouTube channels all the time. So have you thought about that yet?
Really, I watch YouTube channels now more on business than I do the cooking part. I look at it for different type of smokers, and to prepare my food.
Gotcha.
I don't really look at how they cook theirs now, because I think I've mastered it, and I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna change what I'm doing. I get people tell me, "Hey, try this type of seasoning," but I make my own seasoning. I have my own blend. I make my own sauce. And so I'm not at the point where I'm trying to change anything I'm doing. I got people telling me that my sauce need to be on the shelves in Walmart, stuff like that. So I'm not gonna change it for a few people when I got the masses over here saying, "Hey, it's good the way it is. Keep it like that." So I don't look at people cooking too much no more.
Right, I got you.
But I did starting out. Starting out, I did a lot starting out. Yeah.
So focus on the 90% of people who support you. Don't really focus on those 10% who ain't.
But those few people who say, "Oh yeah, I like mine like this," they're not loyal nowhere. Me and Fonzie Hill, Evolution Barbecue, let's give him a shout out right now. We talked about this the other day. The people who say, "Oh, I like mine a little hotter," or "I like mine a little sweeter," they not supporting you no way. They're not loyal customers no way. So why am I trying to satisfy you? Yeah, those people not trying to, they're not loyal to you. They're not trying to figure out where you at and buy some more food. They're just like, "Hey, I can cook too." Yeah, I'm sure you can. But there's a difference between you cooking 1 or 2 slabs of rib on your baby grill and me cooking 30 at one time and making all 30 taste the same. That's work. Anybody can cook 1 slab of rib. Anybody can cook 1 slab of rib. But let me see you cook 30 and make all of them look and taste the same. Do that. Then come talk to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you remember what I told you, man? We got some people that's commercial, and we got some people that's residential.
Come on.
It levels to it, man.
It levels. Sometimes I see some people, I ain't calling no name, but I see some people get to talking about barbecue pit masters and this and that and the other, and sometimes a name don't get mentioned, but I realize why. We ain't on the same level. Y'all don't see me because I'm up here. And that's not me being bragging. I'm confident. I'm confident in what I do.
Confident, man.
You better be. You better be. A lot of people used to mistake Kobe Bryant confidence for arrogance. I'm not. He was confident in what he do because he put the work in.
Man, you better preach.
He put the work in to be the Black Mamba. I put the work in to say Big Daddy Real Shaq.
Yes, sir.
I put the work in for that. So I'm gonna say I'm on a different level.
I feel
on a different level. I'm not no backyard barbecue cooker. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And yes, a lot of those can cook good.
Yeah.
A lot of them can cook. I can sit here and name a bunch of them that can. But can you do this 4 or 5 days a week and satisfy thousands?
Wow.
Can you do that?
Levels, man.
Come talk to me then.
It's levels. We about to go somewhere right here. For someone who's just starting off in this type of avenue, or for someone who's thinking they really feeling to be getting feedback from their family and that a couple of friends tasted, their food or whatever. What advice would you give them, of like some of your mistakes? What advice would you give them to, like, they're trying to really get into this whole food game, man? What you would give them?
Listen to the feedback, and also look for the expressions. Like I said, the face don't lie. Feed more than just your family. Your family gonna always make you feel good.
Right.
Feed more than just your family. and study. Man, study. Don't only study the food part first. Master that first, right? And then, not only that, don't sit here and try to master 15 things. Master one, then master another, then master another. You don't need 15 items on the menu. You don't need that. You can get 2 or 3 good items, put your own little twist to them, and everybody gonna love it. You're not gonna feed the same people every day.
Come on, man.
Wednesday you may feed this group of people, 50, 100 people, right? Make your money go on. Thursday you may feed another 75 to 125 people. You see what I'm saying? And it's different people. So don't worry about, oh, I'm cooking the same thing every day. You're feeding different people every day.
Sure.
So this Friday, you may come get some this Friday, and you may wait another 2 weeks, but I done fed other people in between that, so I can just keep cooking the same thing and keep mastering the same thing. So master what you're doing first. And while you're mastering what you're doing in your downtime, instead of just strolling on Facebook,
right?
Go to YouTube. Learn. Look at what some of these barbecue businesses are doing. Their business hours, how they charge. You just learn everything about the business. You just can't walk out there and be, hey, I'm finna do this.
Right.
You're gonna fail. You're going to fail if you don't put the work in.
Right.
You know, like I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but being that I'm the man of the house, the breadwinner, fear stepped in. My wife was the one who was like, nah, we finna go ahead and do this.
Right.
You right? She was the one who was like, hey, we're gonna step out there. But me thinking like, nah, I started out backwards. You know, I had children when I was 18. I had 3 children by the time I was 21 years old. Right? That shit was hard. I didn't want to live backwards no more. I'm on top a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So being that I started out the way I did, I had fear. I had some fear in my heart about it. I knew I had a good product, but I got to depend on somebody else to buy that product to pay my bills now. You know, so that part right there kind of scared me a little bit.
Right.
But again, my wife was like, nah, we finna go on and step out here. We're going to go ahead and buy this food trailer. We're going to get everything right. Well, not long ago, my job let me go. Now, it let me go a few months before I was ready to go. I was kind of upset with it for a minute, but God don't make no mistakes.
Come on, man.
God don't make no mistakes. So everything happened for a reason. I've been off work now over a month, and I'm good. I've been making it off Big Daddy Real Shack before I even got all the way legit. And we're good. We're not missing no meals. You know what I mean? And so, man, you got to step out there on faith. You got to trust the process. That's been one of my sayings forever, and I wasn't even doing it myself. But you have to really trust the process, man, and enjoy the ride. When you get out there, it's real. It's real, man. But I wouldn't have it any other way. You know, I'm not gonna fire myself.
Hey, you control your own destiny.
That's the thing I said when I left the job I was at. I said, this is the last time somebody else gonna control my destiny. Ain't nobody gonna walk up to me and say, this your last check. You feel what I'm saying?
Sure.
That is not a good feeling. My plan,
especially when you got your family, you got kids and all that, man.
Yeah, so. Now the good thing about it is I've been smart with my spending.
Right.
I've been smart with my spending. I've been smart with my savings. Preparing for this business. But here, the funny thing is that, you know, you may have this plan, right, to go this way, but God's plan may be for you to go this way.
Gotcha.
So you're going to do whatever God wants you to do, whether you want to or not. I kind of got forced into it. You see what I'm saying? I was just like, hey, God, whatever you got for me, I'm ready for it. Let it run. You know what I mean? My wife, you know, same thing. She was like, baby, you got it. Don't even worry about it. Right. But like I said, being that breadwinner, being that the one who supports everybody, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, I'm blessed that my girls don't need much from me. They're smart with their spending too, and they take care of themselves.
Right.
25, 22, and 21, and they depend on them. You know what I mean? When they call me, I know they need it. Yeah, I'll help them if I have to. But I rarely have to. I've been blessed with my children. Trust me, I've been blessed. But we're gonna eat.
Sure.
We're gonna make it do what it do every time. Every time.
For sure, man. Same 24 podcast. Once again, we got Big Daddy's Real Shack. He'll live gonna drop the sauce. And I can tell you, he will be back before long, man, dropping some more sauce. Before you get out of here, man, there's one thing I ask everybody that come on here.
Mm-hmm.
If you could go back to your 18-year-old self with the mindset that you have now, everything you done learned, what would you tell your 18-year-old self?
Man, what would I tell my 18-year-old self? Go into business earlier. Do it earlier, man. But you know, my 18-year-old self was a father. Mm-hmm. I was already a dad. Like 10 days after graduation, Aaliyah Lachey Lazarus was here. Mm-hmm. And that was real. You know what I'm saying? So I had to jump on, I had responsibility to jump on me quick. Mm-hmm. I mean, I was still a boy. You know what I mean? I was still a boy. And like I said, by 21, 3 kids.
Wow.
By 21, I'm in my own house, buying. And not knowing what the whole hell I was doing. I swear to God, throwing parties. That's where Big Daddy come from, throwing parties, man. But like I said, I always figured out a way. You know what I mean? So I guess if I had to go back to my 18-year-old self, man, I probably would have, man, I wouldn't have changed nothing. I don't live a good life. I wouldn't change nothing, man. Maybe would have tried to save a little bit more bread because I had plenty of it back then. I was making it back then, but it was, I'm going to tell you something though. I was making money back then, man, but God didn't like it. So it didn't stay. It wasn't, God didn't approve of the money that I was making. And I looked at it like, well, God's sending these people this way. I ain't gonna lie to you, I used to pay tithes out of the money I was making when I was throwing parties and stuff like that. I used to pay my tithes out of it. My cousin Sheila said, look at it like this. You're at a party on Saturday night throwing a party. I said, because I ain't out there drinking and I'm drinking bottled water. I said, this is business for me. She said, yeah, but think about that person that's straddling that fence. That person that see you at church on Sunday, but they saw you at the club on that Saturday. Think about that person. And I was like, wow. I never really looked at it like who I'm affecting by what I'm doing because of the name Big Daddy. People know me in this community around the CSRA. They knew me for different reasons. Right. And some people may look up to you, and I can change the way that person look at life. You know, they think, oh, Big Daddy doing it every weekend, I can do it too. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So when she told me that, it kind of changed my perspective and it changed the way I move. When my son was born, I changed life completely because I knew at that point, not saying that my son means more to me than my daughter, but boys do what they see their daddy do. And I didn't want my son to see me hustling in that manner. Now, he sees the way I hustle now, and he takes that to his baseball career. He works his ass off in that baseball, and he gonna get what he deserves because he's put the work in, just like I'm getting my flowers because I put the work in. Right. You know what I mean? So, I wouldn't change that because everything I did from 18 to now makes me who I am.
Love it. That's your identity, man. Yeah. And it's the same 24 podcast.
Same 24.
Howard was actually one of the first ones I called when I first, was about to take action on doing what I said I was going to do, man. So
I got the first phone call and I'm just not making it.
I'm
tired of folks sitting in my seat.
Hey, we definitely glad to have you on, man. Definitely a huge fan, huge supporter of what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
Definitely want to give you your flowers while you're here, man. Also, thank you for what you're doing in the community with your giveaways.
Yes, sir. Man. Oh, yeah, let me say this now. Thanksgiving, we're doing another food giveaway. The time and the location we'll put it out on social media pretty soon. But like last year, we set out to give away 50 plates from out our own pocket. And we end up, people just start donating food, and some people donated money. You know, they hit me on the inbox like, look, I just want to help you do it. So we end up doing 100. It was like 100 plus plates what we did last year. Excuse me. So we're definitely doing that again this Thanksgiving. We'll be putting the info out pretty soon. I'll go live and I'll put some posts out. And it's not just for homeless. It's for anybody who needs a meal.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It could be just a person on Thanksgiving that lives alone. You know, they may live in the area and all their family is 4 hours away or something, and you're at home alone on Thanksgiving. You ain't gotta eat no hot pocket. You can come get a home cooked meal, a home cooked good meal, and it's free. You just come get it. That's it.
Right.
We'll put the location up and you can come get it. That's just my way of giving back. You know, God put it on my heart to do it. I talked to my wife about it, and we did it. And it was a great feeling, man.
Yes,
it was a different feeling to feed somebody who needed it. You know what I mean? Not just people who want something to eat, but people who actually, and I know some people gonna come get it that don't need it. I don't care. Just come get the food.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Just come get the food. Make sure you give it to somebody who needed it. If not, hey, I don't care if you got 2 plates, come get a third. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
That's why we do it, man. It's a blessing to be able to feed 50 people out your own pocket. You know what I'm saying? And then it's a blessing, of course, when people want to join in on the efforts of it. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a beautiful thing.
So we thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for who is going to tune in later, man. Same 24 podcast.
Same 24.
Just remember, man, everybody get the same 24, man. Don't make no excuses. If you want it, go get it. And if you're going to fail fast. We out, man.